In that, today we are going to discuss penicillin fermentation. So the content of today's lecture is introduction and the structural property and uses of penicillin, and then fermentational procedure, and then finally we are the recovery and all. So here we start. The penicillin. That penicillin is one of the antibiotics. The term antibiotic has been defined by the Salmon-Waxman as being an organic compound produced by an organism that at a great dilution inhibit the growth and kill the another microorganism. So antibiotics are available in various forms. For example, to treat the bacterial infection on the surface, or antibiotic should be there is an ointment or cream form. But to treat the internal infection, it can be directly injected into the bloodstream with finally distributed throughout the body. Antibiotics are produced primarily by the bacteria, that is Streptomyces, Nocardia and fungi. However, antibiotics are produced by the different other species of Streptomyces, and they have a different mechanism to act to treat the disease. Basically, antibiotics are divided into the 5 groups. First, antibiotic that affect the cell wall, antibiotic that damaging the cell membrane, antibiotics interfering with a protein synthesis, or antibiotic inhibiting the nucleic acid synthesis, और एंटीबायोटिक ब्लॉकिंग द सेल मेटाबॉलिज्म. सो इस तरीके से एंटीबायोटिक्स को क्लासीफाई किया गया है, और हर कैटेगरी के अंदर अलग अलग ड्रग आती हैं, अलग अलग एंटीबायोटिक्स आती हैं. बेसिकली इन सारे एंटीबायोटिक्स को बनाने के लिए लार्ज स्केल प्रोडक्शन में फर्मेंटेशन प्रोसेस को यूज़ किया जाता है. द फर्स्ट डिस्कवर्ड एंटीबायोटिक इज पेनिसिलिन. Penicillin was obtained by the multicellular fungi, that is Penicillium molds. Penicillin is a group of compound having a common basic nucleus, that is a 6-amino penicillinic acid. The 6-amino penicillinic acid contain ring-like structure termed as a beta-lactam. Penicillin are the two types. There is a naturally occurring penicillin or maybe semi-synthetic type. Naturally occurring penicillin is directly harvested from the bacterial mold, whereas a semi-synthetic penicillins consist the basic nucleus like 6 penicillinic acid, 6-amino penicillinic acid, but with a new side chain that change the property of natural penicillin, because natural penicillin having some side effect and other adverse effect, so that can be minimized by the changing their property with the side chain. Semi-synthetic antibiotic or penicillins include the ampicillin, methicillin, penicillin V. They are produced by modifying the natural penicillin by removing the natural acyl group of the that 6-amino penicillinic acid, and that's why that produces the different property, like they have to resistance to the stomach acid so that it can be taken orally. It also provide a degree of resistance to penicillinase enzyme, which are responsible to cleave that particular penicillin. It also increase or extend the activity against the gram-negative bacteria. Now we come the history of penicillin. The penicillin first discovered by the Sir Alexander Fleming in 1928, which provide the milestone in the field of antibiotics. This antibiotic shows the therapeutic value, and the experiment shows that the penicillin discovered by the airborne contaminant, that is Penicillium notatum, that inhibit the growth of culture of S. aureus on the agar plate. He called the material penicillin after the mold that had been produced it. By that, the progress of the first modern era antibiotic penicillin get discovered. In 1932, he published a paper in that he proposed a method of use of penicillin in the treatment of infected infants or infected wounds. But early samples of penicillin has to be shows their effect against the different type of microorganism. Then Howard Florey discovered a high yield of strain of penicillin in 1940. Then Dr. Ernst B. Chain has their with Florey team, who initiate the extracting penicillin and into a purified and powerful antibiotics. Now, after the World War II had brought a demand of penicillin on a large scale for the treatment of burns and wound, so at the end of war, late 1943, the mass production of penicillin had to be started by the drug manufacturing companies. In 1945, Fleming, Fleury and Chain were awarded with the Nobel Prize for the Physiology of Medicine. For the production of penicillin, we have to use that fungus, that is a penicillium fungus named Penicillium notatum and Penicillium chrysogenum. This two type of Penicillium chrysogenum is high yielding strain and therefore most widely used in the production of penicillin. The production strain is improved by mutation with the X-ray and other agent to give the higher yield. After strain improvement, the production strain should be carefully maintained because Penicillium chrysogenum is genetically unstable. So they are using different type of preservation technique, means the spore suspension are mixed with the sterile solution and to be preserved in a soil or sand. Other method of preservation that under the liquid nitrogen in minus 196 degrees centigrade in a frozen state, and sometimes this type of strain are preserved by the spore suspension in lifeless condition in appropriate media. Now here comes with the method of fermentation, how to produce a fermentation and how to produce a penicillin by the fermentation process. In that first we have to derive the inoculum, है ना. तो सबसे पहले हम inoculum prepare करेंगे. For the purpose of inoculum preparation, we take adequate amount of that fast growing phase of that particular Penicillium notatum and Penicillium chrysogenum bacteria. So we have to follow some sequential step. The first step is starter culture, which is available in a cold stored form in transfer in an agar containing plate to allow to growth. Then after getting the growth on solid media, 1 or 2 growth stage should allowed in a second flask culture to create a suspension which can be transferred in a seed feed tanks for the further growth. The seed tanks are made up of stainless steel, which is designed to provide an ideal environment to production of strain. They contain all the nutrient including the growth factor like vitamins, amino acid. The stainless steel tank contains agitator which allow the continuous mixing and growth for the medium. The pump have to deliver the sterilized filtered air. This process is be carried out in a 24 to 28 hours, and then this primary inoculum broth is transferred into for the further fermentator tanks. The main fermentation tank is larger than the that seed tanks, which contains same growth media and also provide a proper growth promoting environment. During the process, they excrete huge amount of desired antibiotics. All the bioparameter like temperature, pH and aeration, other than agitation, should be properly maintained. So this is the process of inoculum preparation, and then we are going for the further fermentation process in a large tank. In that we have to take care of some bioparameters like pH. The pH of that particular fermentation should be maintained about 6.5, and the temperature should be maintained about 26 to 28 degrees centigrade. This type of bacteria is aerobic bacteria and need to be oxygen to multiply. So we need aeration by the steam of sterilized air that is pumped into it. Another there is agitation because we have to use buffle which allow the constant agitation. For the raw material concern, the raw material are the primary requirement to design the fermentation broth for antibiotic production. Fermentation broth contains all the necessary element required for the proliferation of that particular microorganism. Generally, it contains the carbon source, nitrogen source, some minerals, vitamins, anti-foaming agent as necessary. So first one is a carbon source. The lactose acts as a very satisfactory carbon source that is used in a concentration about 6%. Other carbohydrate source like glucose, sucrose may be used to provide the slow feeding rate. Complex as well as a cheap source like molasses or soya meals can also be used, which are made up of lactose and glucose sugar. These material are designed to be the food source for the organism. Another one is nitrogen source. Another essential component for metabolism of that is the organism is a nitrogen, because ammonium salt, for that the ammonium salt such as ammonium sulfate, ammonium acetate, ammonium lactate or ammonia gas can be used for this reason. Sometimes corn strip liquor may be used. Third one is a mineral source. For the mineral source, we have to use the phosphorus, sulfur, magnesium, zinc, iron, and copper, which are generally added in the form of water soluble salt. These minerals are necessary for the proper growth of this organism. Some precursors also be used for the fermentation process. That may be a specific type of penicillin if you require. Most important naturally occurring penicillin is penicillin G, or for the depending upon this precursor added, the type of penicillin is going to be produced, and that can be changed, because we know the penicillin having a different type, penicillin A, G, B, C, and other. So for example, there is a phenyl acetic acid. This phenyl acetic acid provide the only penicillin G which produced, but if hydroxyl phenyl acetic acid provided the penicillin X. Phenoxyacetic acid is provided as a precursor for the production of penicillin V type. When corn strip liquor is provided as a nitrogen source, it also provides phenyl acetic acid derivative, and that it is widely used in the production of penicillin G. Next is antifoaming agent. In the fermentation process, antifoaming agent such as lard oil, octadecanol, silicon are used to prevent the foaming during the fermentation. Following 3 points should be kept in mind before the choosing raw material for the manufacturing of penicillin. First, an abundant growth of mycelium. Next, maximum accumulation of penicillin, and third one is the ease of extraction of purification of antibiotics. So these 3 steps are to be carried out in mind. Now, how to be procure this medium? For the production of medium, we need a component like which already discussed. The major component is lactose. It is about 3.5 to 6%. Calcium carbonate is a calcium source, is a 1%. Corn strip liquor is a nitrogen source, 3.5%. Glucose is another adjacent source of carbon, that is a contains 1%. Phenyl acetic acid, if you derived a specific type of that antibiotic, penicillin G or penicillin, that is a 0.5%. Sodium hydrogen phosphate to maintain the pH, that is a 0.4%. And another one is the antifoaming agent, that is a edible oil, 0.25%. This inoculum medium are prepared and to be sterilized before the use. Basically, penicillin are produced in a fermentation by the subculture or continuous batch method. So in that we have to use a tank-like structure, tank-like fermentator. In that all necessary requirement are introduced in that. This is a fermentator consists of stainless steel cylindrical type of structure. In that a shaft associated and the motor attached to that shaft attached with an impeller. The impeller may be disc type or maybe another type, that marine type of impeller. The steam jacket over the stainless steel buffle provide the steam to maintain the particular pH. There is an inlet and an outlet for both cool and steam water or air, sterile air. There is a upper side contains a inlet for the nitrogen and outlet for the nitrogen. There is also provided temperature controlled monitor. In that we have to maintain the pH temperature. A attachment is also there in upper side, that is maintain the pH. And finally there is a harvest nozzle attached to inner side of that particular tank, which necessary to remove the penicillin as a product after completion of fermentation process. Now, after recovery of penicillin is carried out by three way. First, removal of mycelium. Mycelium means that antibiotic spores. Then counter current solvent extraction to remove the penicillin from that particular mycelium, and then last, treatment of crude extract. The process will be start when the all fermentation broth is filtered on a rotatory vacuum filter, and then mycelium and other solid feed into the fermentation. Phosphoric acid, sulfuric acid are added to the lower pH like 2 to 2.5 and transfer in penicillin to the anionic form. Then the broth is directly extracted in a Podvling counter current solvent extractor with the organic solvents such as a methyl isobutyl ketone, amyl acetate and butyl acetate. The filtration is carried out under such condition which avoid the contamination of filtrate with penicillinase producing organism, which otherwise may allow the serious or full loss of that particular antibiotic. क्योंकि penicillin is एक तरीके का enzyme है that will be cut the beta lactamase ring or said that by inactivate the penicillin. The step has to be carried out rapidly because penicillin is very unstable at low pH value. Penicillin is then again extracted into water from organic solvent by adding an required amount of potassium or sodium hydroxide to form a salt. The resulting aqueous solution is again acidified and re-extracted with methyl isobutyl ketone. Penicillin is then resulting aqueous solution is again acidified, re-extracted with methyl isobutyl ketone. The shifts between water and solvent help in purification of the penicillin. The solvent extract is carefully back extract with the NaOH to form this aqueous solution. Various procedures are utilized to cause the penicillin to crystallize in a sodium form or potassium form of penicillinamates. The resulting crystalline penicillin salt are then washed and dried. Final product must pass through the rigorous government standards, and then this antibiotic which are produced is transferred into the sterile vial and used for the further use. So this is all about the penicillin production by the fermentation process. Now another topic here we discuss, that is a citric acid. The fermentation procedure of citric acid, in that we have to discuss introduction, history, microbes used in a citric acid production, citric acid fermentation technique, factor affecting citric acid production, industrial production of citric acid, application and use of citric acid, side effects, and the largest procedure in the world. Now first overview. The citric acid is a usually occurring acid found primarily in the several varieties of fruits and vegetables, with citrus fruits such as the lemons and limes which contain the highest amount of citric acid. The organic acid has many use, including as a food additive, preservative, that is ingredient in a cosmetic product, and also a powerful chelating agent. Now citric acid is a 2-hydroxy-1,2,3 propane tricarboxylic acid. It is the most important commercial product which is found in almost all plant and the animal tissue. Citric acid is the most important organic acid produced in the tonnage and is extremely used in food and pharmaceutical industry. Basically, citric acid is a weak organic acid found in the citrus fruits. Now the citric acid is produced by the fermentation process. Now, as per the history is concerned, the first citric acid is obtained in the 8th century. That is a Muslim alchemist, that is Jabir al-Hayyan. The citric acid was first isolated in 1784 by the Swedish scientist, that is William Seals, who crystallized it from the lemon juice. Now after that 1890, the Italian scientist industrially produced the citric acid by the citric fruit industry. In 1893, C. Wellmer discovered the penicillin mold could produce a citric acid from the sugar. However, microbial production of citric acid may become more important after World War II, and there is different type of microorganism used for the purpose of production. Now, the microorganism which are used in the that particular production of citric acid is three types, maybe fungi, bacteria or yeast. The fungi is a Aspergillus niger or Aspergillus acuitatus, Aspergillus aumori, Aspergillus carbonaceus, Aspergillus venti, and Aspergillus foetidus is used. As per the bacteria concerned, Bacillus leishmaniiformis, Atherobacteria or Corynebacterium species are used for the fermentation process for production of citric acid. Some yeast like Saccharomycopus lipolytica, Candidata tropicalis, and another one is a Candidata oleifagella. So the fermentation procedure which are used in the industry for the production of citric acid is maybe three types. That is a surface fermentation, submerged fermentation, and the solid state fermentation. In the surface fermentation, we use Aspergillus niger with a rice bran in the case of Japan, or in a liquid solution in a flat aluminum or stainless steel pan. The special strain of Aspergillus niger which can produce citric acid despite the higher content of trace metal in a rice bran are used. In the case of submerged fermentation, the strain are introduced into the about 15 cm depth in fermentation tank. The culture is then enhanced by giving the aeration using an air bubble, and it allowed to grow for about 5 to 14 days at 27 to 33 degrees centigrade. The citric acid produced in the fermentation tank and it is purified. In the case of solid state fermentation, it is the simplest method of citric acid production, in that we used about a plate method in a solid state, and then inoculum is introduced into that, and the process kept for the 120 hours at 26 degrees centigrade. The yield was 62% of citric acid in this method. After the completion of that fermentation, the biomass is separated out. For the separation, we use a filtration. The liquid is transferred to the recovery process. The separation of citric acid from the liquid by liquid precipitation done, and sometimes calcium hydroxide is added to obtain a calcium citrate form. The first that citric acid which are obtained is a tetrahydrate form, and then when there is a sequential stepwise procedure by which it converted into the monohydrate form. So सबसे पहले जो टेट्राहाइड्रेट फॉर्म ऑफ साइट्रिक एसिड हमें मिलता है उसको हम वॉश करते हैं एंड प्रेसिपिटेट आउट करते हैं with a solvent or maybe some reagent. So reagent may be calcium carbonate, and after dissolve with a dilute sulfuric acid, yield a citric acid in a calcium sulfate form. फिर उसके बाद हम इसको ब्लीच करते हैं, ब्लीच करने के बाद इसको क्रिस्टलाइज करते हैं. आफ्टर क्रिस्टलाइजेशन वी गॉट द मोनोहाइड्रेट और एनहाइड्रेट फॉर्म ऑफ साइट्रिक एसिड. For the purification, there is a two simple step to purify that crude citric acid. First is a precipitation and another one is a filtration. For the precipitation purpose, we react the citric acid with the calcium carbonate and then filter the precipitate, and then precipitate is reacted with the sulfuric acid which that provide the purified citric acid. So there is a overall flow chart by which we can understand how a citric acid is produced. सबसे पहले हम एस्पेरजिलस नाइगर का इनोकुलम लेते हैं जिसको हम अगार स्लांट के अंदर ग्रो कराते हैं. जब ये 7 डेज के अंदर 7 डे पुराना एस्पेरजिलस नाइगर का स्पोर प्रोड्यूस हो जाता है तब इस इनोकुलम को फर्मेंटेशन के अंदर सबस्ट्रेट के साथ में ऐड कर देते हैं. इसको प्रॉपर एजिटेशन देते हैं, pH 26 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड रखते हैं, सॉरी टेम्परेचर 26 डिग्री टेम्परेचर रखते हैं और pH रखते हैं 6 डिग्री 6. उसको प्रॉपरली मिक्स करते हैं इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एयर, और ये एक लगभग 26 आवर्स की प्रोसेस होती है. और जिस प्रोसेस के बाद हमें जो मिलता है दैट इज़ अ टेट्राहाइड्रेट फॉर्म ऑफ साइट्रिक एसिड. हम उसको फिल्टर आउट कर लेते हैं. फिल्टर आउट करने के बाद उसको ट्रीट करते हैं या प्रेसिपिटेट करते हैं, क्रिस्टलाइज करते हैं, और फिर हमें मिलता है प्रॉपर साइट्रिक एसिड. जैसे मैं बताऊं, जो हमारा मीडिया यूज़ होता है फर्मेंटेशन के लिए साइट्रिक एसिड के लिए, तो वो कौन कौन सा होता है? वो नाइट्रोजन सोर्स, पीएच, एरेशन, ट्रेस एलिमेंट और टेम्परेचर, ये कुछ फैक्टर्स हैं जिनको हमें ध्यान में रखना पड़ता है। आज की डेट में साइट्रिक एसिड जो है वो बहुत जगह पे यूज़ होता है। नॉर्मली केमिकल इंडस्ट्रीज़ के अंदर और टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्रीज़ के अंदर यूज़ होता है एज ए केमिकल। It may be cause the softening of the cloth. Is also used in a detergent industry because phosphate substitute cause the entropic effect and hardening of cement. इसका कुछ और एप्लीकेशन है, दैट इज अ प्रिजर्वेटिव फॉर एज अ फ्लेवरिंग एजेंट, इमल्सिफाइंग एजेंट इन आइसक्रीम, जो कि खासकर फूड और ड्रिंक में भी यूज़ किया जाता है एज अ प्रिजर्वेटिव और फ्लेवरिंग एजेंट की तरह। कभी कभी हाइड्रिक एसिड को हाउस होल्ड क्लीनर के लिए भी यूज़ किया जाता है इन किचन और बाथरूम स्प्रे में, कॉस्मेटिक में खासकर शैम्पू और बॉडी वॉश की तरह। कुछ वॉश क्लीनर्स जैसे कि नेल पॉलिश, हैंड सोप और अदर कॉस्मेटिक प्रोडक्ट में भी साइट्रिक एसिड को यूज़ किया जाता है। एज पर द डिसीज कंसर्न, जो साइट्रिक एसिड है उसको यूज़ किया जाता है किडनी डिसऑर्डर में। सोडियम साइट्रेट और एस्टिक एसिड यूज टू प्रिवेंट द किडनी स्टोन। इसलिए ना, जब जिस किसी को भी किडनी स्टोन हो उसे ज़रूरी यह है कि वो ज़्यादा मात्रा में साइट्रिक एसिड का यूज़ करें। बट हैविंग ए साइड इफेक्ट एज वेल, taking excess of citric acetate in a combination with sodium citrate may lead to the kidney failure. Taking citric acid with the empty stomach may lead to the stomach or intestinal side effect. It may also lead to be the muscles twisting or cramps. It can also cause the weight gain, swelling, fast heart rate and slow or rapid. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द साइट्रिक एसिड प्रोडक्शन। तो आज की क्लास में हमने पेनिसिलिन का प्रोडक्शन बाय द फर्मेंटेशन प्रोसेस और साइट्रिक एसिड का प्रोडक्शन हमने आज डिस्कस किया। इसकी नहीं, थैंक यू।